Season 5 of Cobra Kai is back on Netflix starting this very Friday. What was it like? Who called you to say, would you like to reprise your role from the Karate Kid series? Walk me through getting that call.
Well,
Martin
all
Kove.
three writers, and I was in touch with Josh Heald, one of the three writers, and they had gotten Billy and Ralph, and I was interested in doing it, and we had, I think it was dinner here at Dantana's, I think. And I was interested in doing it, but I did not want to do it in the one-dimensional framework of John Kreese in Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. Just tough ice, And I said, can we write him with more vulnerability, with more texture emotionally? And they said, yeah, we're interested in doing that. So they'd done it a little bit with the flashbacks and all. And my son was actually in the first flashback. He played a bully that you think is me, but he isn't. He's bullying me at 1965 circa in a flashback, in a diner scene. But the bottom line was each season they come up with more of a backstory that I backstory everything. So I write a lot of lines in between the lines of the script. And I create a fantasy, a background, and every one of my notes, working with mercenaries, working with Army Rangers, that I tried to give them each season, they were a year and a half ahead of me. They just knew everything. They had the same plans for my character as I did.
Well, that's the beauty of television, right? Is that you can plan ahead, obviously, if you're fortunate enough to get renewed, and then the minute this hit, it was on YouTube to start, and obviously you came towards the end of the first season. But the ferocity of the fan base love for the return, because of the stuff that you're talking about, it wasn't just cookie cutter, one note reprising of the characters from 30 years before. It was an actual deep dive into psyches and relationships and real life stuff. It was really neat.
It came at a right time because it was the highest rated show YouTube ever had.
Right.
And they left the writers alone to create.
Yes.
They didn't hold them, when I did Cagney and Lacey, you had 6 years and you had constant people trying to reinvent things rather than stick to current events that Barney Rosenzweig insisted as the creator of the show.
Right.
He insisted we stick to the events of the New York Times, and then we'll just write scripts about that. Well, nowadays you can't really do that. You get a lot of interference, and YouTube let us go. And then it's all in the writing. And I find out if I go through conventions, I always ask people, why do you watch the show? Why is it so important to you? And it's basically because the parents wanted the kids to watch Cobra Kai movies. The Karate Kid movies.
Oh, I showed it to I've got a 13-year-old, well, at the time, 13, 11, and or 10 and 8. We showed it to him. And they
after they started watching Cobra Kai?
No, before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Then
they had no idea what Cobra Kai was at all. And we just said, you know what, let's show a movie that... We said, let's show a movie with when we were kids. And, of course, they immediately said, no way.
Yeah, right.
Of course not.
Of course.
Immediately, no. We don't want to watch something that's old. And I'm like, it's actually outstanding. And they ate it up, Martin. They ate it up. It was amazing. Kids did it.
You got lucky that you were able to do it first.
Yes.
Most of the parents ask the kids, and the kids say, no, I don't want to watch what you watched.
Right.
And then they watch Cobra Kai with the kids.
Yes.
And then the kids say, you know that movie you were talking about?
Yeah, let's watch that.
Show me that movie.
Right.
So the adults, this is a story related to me so many times. They'll show them Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and everybody's hooked. And what it creates is a family show that you and I watched as Ed Sullivan. When Ed Sullivan came on, it became a family show, and we'd get around Sunday nights and watch it. There was always something for someone. Now that's Cobra Kai now. There's always something for someone. Whether you're 6, 16, I get occasionally cameos requesting not only from bar mitzvahs for kids, or priests saying we really want you to do a pep talk for someone because we're having an auction in the congregation and we want a John Kreese pep talk.
Yeah.
But I get stuff of people turning 60 and 70 who are fans of the show.
Of course.
So it's like, it's a little phenomenon. And Billy and Ralph and I don't look that much different. then knock on wood, so it's like the parents are watching what they watched when they were 16, and the kids are just enamored with everything else.